Hey everyone, major news coming out of Miami. ICE has just carried out a massive surprise raid. Over 750 people arrested overnight. The operation has rocked the city, sparking outrage and fear. Here's what we know so far and what it means going forward.
A massive immigration enforcement crackdown has led to hundreds of arrests in Florida in a matter of days. Immigration and Customs Enforcement posted on X that ICE Miami and Florida law enforcement arrested nearly 800 undocumented migrants in the first 4 days of their Operation Tidal Wave this week. In response, Governor Ron DeSantis posted that, quote, Florida is leading the nation in active cooperation with the Trump administration for immigration enforcement and deportation operations.
A large-scale ICE crackdown has swept through Florida, marking one of the biggest immigration raids in recent history. Agents moved swiftly and without warning. Entire communities are shaken, families torn apart. For many, this is being called a turning point in federal immigration enforcement, all under the Trump administration's directive.
Federal immigration agents say the people arrested worked at this manufacturing business behind me. This is Eagle Beverage and Accessories Products. Federal agents say the workers didn't have proper immigration documents. This business is located at 64th Avenue South here in Kent. According to the company's website, the company identifies as minority and women owned. U.S. immigration officials say the 17 people arrested had fraudulently represented their immigration status. They say they submitted fake documents or information when applying for employment. Now, this appears to be the second large-scale raid at a Washington business this year. It comes after 37 people were arrested at a Bellingham roofing company. That was back in April. Now, we've reached out to Eagle Beverage for comment. We'll let you know as soon as we hear back from the company.
Meanwhile, in Kent, Washington, a separate ICE raid resulted in 17 arrests. Officers went door to door in early morning hours, catching many off guard. It's clear, this isn't just Florida. This is going national. Immigrant communities across the country are bracing for what's next.
Tonight, President Trump's immigration crackdown ramping up, with sweeping raids across the state of Florida. Just as the Supreme Court gives the president a major victory today, revoking the legal status for migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. That means that even as the original ruling is appealed, the Trump administration can deport more than 500,000 people currently in the U.S. from those four countries, even though many arrived legally under a Biden-era program.
These raids come just as the Supreme Court ruled to allow the Trump administration to revoke temporary protected status for migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. And the timing? Not a coincidence. It's triggered an immediate escalation in enforcement. Hundreds now in custody, and more expected daily.
It's very important that we're able to get those people out of here fast, bring them back to their country where they belong.
That speed picking up in recent days here in the Sunshine State.
Construction workers were working on this building behind me when law enforcement came from all directions, descending on them, rounding them up in the hundreds.
This construction site in Tallahassee, now the site of one of the largest immigration raids in state history.
According to Fox News, this operation is being dubbed Operation Tidal Wave, targeting undocumented immigrants across Florida. The name says it all, a massive, coordinated sweep. Key cities like Miami, Tampa, and Orlando remain under watch as the operation continues.
Illegal migrants have been arrested so far in a massive ICE operation in Florida, which is known as Tidal Wave. Dana Marie McNichol is in Miami for us. What do we know about these people, Dana Marie?
Hey, Stuart. Well, ICE says this first-of-a-kind operation targeted major cities in Florida. So local law enforcement and federal partners like ICE and CBP, they worked alongside each other. They describe who they caught in that group as violent, illegal immigrants. Now, ICE officials tell Fox News the arrests include a man convicted of homicide in Colombia who entered the U.S. undetected as a getaway.
Protests have erupted across Miami and beyond. Activists are condemning the scale and speed of the raids. Crowds have gathered outside federal buildings and detention centers, chanting for immigrant rights and demanding accountability. Tensions are boiling.
A Russian national with an Interpol red notice for manslaughter.
an alleged Guatemalan MS-13 gang member, and a man from Honduras, a suspected terrorist member of the 18th Street Gang. Both gang members, ICE say, have illegally re-entered the U.S. multiple times. The Department of Homeland Security is calling the large-scale operation a major success and says it's a preview of what's to come across the nation.
Heartbreaking stories are emerging. Parents detained while dropping kids off at school. Teens coming home to find family members gone. Local shelters and nonprofits are overwhelmed, doing everything they can to offer emergency support.
The Trump administration is reversing course after initially suggesting a pause on ICE raids at farms, hotels, and restaurants. The Department of Homeland Security now says enforcement operations at those locations can continue. Small business owners spoke to NBC News about how that's impacting their workers and their bottom lines. As protesters call for an end to deportations and raids, many business owners fear the emotional and fiscal fallout is just beginning.
I know of one landscaper that lost 9 or 10 of the whole crew he had, and he's just totally out of business all of a sudden.
Florida officials are divided. Some praise the raids as long overdue. Others are calling it a disaster. Miami's mayor has urged calm, while county leaders demand more transparency. Immigration attorneys are warning. Courts are about to be overwhelmed.
We have partnerships under 287G authorities that Secretary Noem signed, and this empowers state and local law enforcement to actually be able to use their enforcement authority to carry out immigration enforcement. And what that means is they can actually make arrests and clean up our streets.
ICE has made it clear this is only the beginning. With legal protections being rolled back, more raids are coming. Activists are mobilizing. Legal teams are rushing to respond.
So, Louis, first I want to tell you about neighbors in this area who witnessed this raid. They are shaken. They are afraid. They tell us that even though they are here in the country legally, they feel like they are being watched as far as the migrants who were detained here and others who are being detained across the country. And these raids that we are seeing that are prompting protests, one immigration attorney is telling us where she sees this going.
Is this truly about national security, or is it an aggressive crackdown on vulnerable families? Was Operation Tidal Wave necessary or a step too far? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more real stories on immigration, justice, and the people behind the headlines.